Hello and welcome everyone to Expedition Online and the first peak of our summit series, Kilimanjaro. I'm Jonathan Dykes. With me for round 3 is Daniel Fleschner. How you doing tonight, Daniel?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited for this round, and I'm just excited to see what some of these players have to offer us this time. I think we got a great cast.
Yeah, absolutely, and it has been a wild start, and we've had a couple players who are not too familiar with the platform and Discord and kind of getting used to the game. And, I mean, we left off last Crossroads with an absolute shocker there as Rosemary and the Face Goddess, turns out they were roommates trying to pull a fast one on us, but their party sniffed them out, and they decided to both quit, as it looked like Rosemary was about to be voted out.
Yeah, I think Rosemary was going to go anyway, but the Face Goddess leaving was totally her choice, and I'm not sure anyone really knew what was going on, so I feel like she could have just tried to play it cool and either admit to what she'd done and take the penalty votes, or, try to somehow keep her way in the game.
But the game moves on, and I'm sure all the other explorers were happy just to see another player go. Tough break for the Shira party, as, I mean, they thought that they got a number back, but unfortunately they just end up losing another one there.
Yeah, I think that the next challenge will be really, really big for them. If they can come together, use this, I don't know, betrayal or whatever we want to call it, as something to rally around and be a really tight group and do well in the challenge, then I could see this being something that kind of turns a bad situation into a good one.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're going to be looking at the Chemo tribe to try to keep that momentum going. They are down a player as Solo quit in the first round. I mean, it's a tough game. The elements aren't tough, though. I don't know what we're having all these players drop. Discord is not that hard to learn, right? Today is going to be an absolutely wild day, so let's not waste any more time. Let's kick things over to...
Oh, shit. Is that a bear? Thought I heard a bear. Sorry about that. There's bears out here and lions and stuff. Whoops. Okay, so there was no bear.
We gotta fill you in, man.
Wait, I was just in the other chat and they just switched me back over here.
Yeah.
So who wants to take it away and tell me what happened?
It was crazy, man. We got into the what do you call it? The Crossroads. We got in the Crossroads, and Face Goddess shows up on the screen, and then Rosemary pops up in the same screen. They're together in the same apartment. They're roommates.
It's ridiculous. And then they just removed themselves from the game because Rosemary was aware that she was the target.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
There's some dysfunction going on at the party.
Yeah.
Ay.
If I can be honest, though, I mean, I'm surprised by the fact that they were in the same apartment, but I'm not surprised that they kind of like withdrew themselves, because I just didn't see them really like playing the game as much as like we were trying to,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not surprised they left.
I talked to him at the base camp, and it was weird. I could tell that they were not even remotely. Face Goddess, she left the screen. She wasn't even in the picture. I don't know where she went.
Well, I mean, they probably talked together mostly.
Whoa. Okay, so of course this is a game of surprises, and we had our first few surprises.
So, I mean, today was the day. I can't lie about that.
What a night. What a freaking night.
From our Crossroads, we find out 2 of our team members were actually roommates and just removed themselves from the game. And the Face Goddess and Rosemary just took themselves out, and I think my jaw literally dropped. I was not expecting that at all.
Pardon my French, but what the fuck? Like, seriously.
It would have just been way more boring. them getting voted out, which is definitely the direction it was headed. So, I mean, good on them for making really funny content. We feel super unified after that.
I kind of really wanted to work with the Face Goddess. So, not only did Rosemary get out, but then I also lost someone that I wanted to work with. Because like when the whole kind of like Rosemary vote happened and Austin was like suggested Rosemary, I jumped on that because I wanted to save Face Goddess. Like I did not want her name to come up. So I was like, okay, let's go Rosemary so that we can make sure that Goddess was gonna stay in the game. And so like, yeah. What the fuck?
I ended up in a room with Jordan, which I thought was great. We kind of linked up on the first night. And so I want to keep that connection going with Jordan because I think she's going to be a good ally. I feel like I can trust her. We really thought that Arliana would be a good ally as well. So when we had a chance, we actually ended up in a room, the three of us together, and we made a little bit of a plan that if we were to lose a challenge, that we would make sure to try and pull someone over to our side. We said Sneha would be a really good option for that. And we were talking about possible targets. Danielle came up. And so that might be the way.
Me and Danielle are so under the radar. I don't think no one really knows this. I feel good with our team. We had a good team.
Greetings, explorers. Today's challenge is called Full of Hot Air. You will need 9 12-ounce beverage cans. You will need to line them up in 3 rows of 3. You will also need 3 ping pong balls. Each party will be put into a separate breakout room. You will just go 1 explorer at a time. The challenge mod will write down the time, and then at the end of the challenge, all of the times will be added up and averaged together for your score. The party with the lowest average time wins. This is what the challenge will look like. You need to, only using your hot air, your breath, blow each ping pong ball from the first can closest to you to the third can farthest from you without it stopping on that second middle can. It should look a little something like this. Good luck.
All right, welcome to our challenge. It is full of hot air. In this challenge, we have 6 members from Kibo competing. Jon Snow is sitting out. And for She-Ra, we have 6 members competing. They just lost 2 players. Rosemary and the Face Goddess are out of the game. So we are down to the final 13. Congratulations, everybody. Today's game, full of hot air, we are playing for reward and exemption. So we are going to go to the breakout rooms. You're going to compete as a relay, and we will see which team wins when we come back. So go ahead and jump to your exemption challenge rooms. Arliana, first up. And remember, at 5 minutes, I will call you out, and we'll go to the next one. All right, so Arliana, first up in 3, 2, 1, go.
So we are watching the Kibo challenge. Now, Daniel, this is
she don't need that 5 minutes.
It can go really fast, or it can take a while. You really got to get a feel for it.
Well, and that's what makes it so fascinating as a relay as opposed to an individual challenge. Because in the individual, it just takes one person to be really good. But in the relay, you could end up being the GOAT who really messes up. You can blow up your whole game if you can't do this challenge well.
Absolutely, and not only that, the longer
if it stops in the middle, you have to reset. If it stops in the middle, you have to reset.
Everyone's sitting there watching, they're waiting.
If it stops in the middle?
Like you look up at the screen, you can see them, the faces, and it's hard to kind of hide.
Almost, you got it.
Angst.
So close.
Come on, get it done.
Don't blow too hard. Don't blow too hard.
And having them separate adds an interesting factor too, because you don't know if you're winning or losing. So if you start to miss a few, then all of a sudden you're thinking, "Am I blowing this?" You can't necessarily see the other team and see, "Oh, I got plenty of time."
Come on. Let's go.
So Arliana nails the first one. So let's go over and see how She-Ra is doing here. So it looks like She-Ra is already on to Carl.
So Austin's done great.
Yeah, it looks like Austin flew through his first round. Now, they didn't start exactly at the same time, so we're going to have to wait for Docs with a big reveal to see which party is going to win, but we'll definitely get a good feel depending on how these players are doing. It looks like...
There you go.
There you go. Carl has already finished it second.
Hey,
Looks like 2 players are already through here on Shira. They haven't gotten a win yet.
Good job, Carl.
Really got to be feeling the pressure on this one, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think that they're probably feeling the pressure a lot, especially since they just lost 2 people on their team as well. To lose a 3rd right away would be just brutal for them.
What's there?
The flip side is, if they can win this, sometimes crazy things like the double quit can really galvanize a team and get them together. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. Things like that will definitely bring people together. I mean, nothing brings people together.
Switch it up. Try the middle. Try the middle.
I mean, it's nice to get along and have, you know, like the same things and be pleasant. But really, like, if you guys both hate the same person, that's when people really start to come together.
Oh my
God. Yeah, you know, and you really start to feel bond.
You're doing good, girl. Don't get frustrated.
There you go. There you go. That's what's up.
If they can find a way to win a couple of these and get some momentum, then they all of a sudden could be a really tight 5 or 6,
Almost
however
there,
many it
almost
ends up
there.
being, going into either a swap or a rendezvous.
Yeah, absolutely, and they've got a pretty strong group here. LAINIE really needs to get this going, and she was pointed out as having a rough time with the competitions. Already, so to fall after Austin and Carl did so well, this has got to be feeling like a really long time for her. Oh, so close.
Yeah.
Come on.
I wonder if that's on her mind and is perhaps psyching her out a little bit. When people say, you know, hey, this person's not performing as well, it really can mess with your head.
Oh, I'm sure. And she's really got to feel like a buffer was just taken out of the game as well as Rosemary and...
I'm shaking. Oh my god.
Face Goddess.
Don't worry about it. You got it. Fine.
On the bottom of this.
Yeah, you got this.
LAINIE kind of looked like she got into the
Just a
majority
steady breath.
in the past round, but unfortunately some of that was taken away today. So I think of this group, I think she's the one who really needs to win the most.
Yeah, I think she needs it as well. And, you know, I think a lot of times you can get away with not being great at challenges if your team is winning most of the time, because you can say, look, it's no big deal. We're winning challenges more often than not. But when it's your 3rd loss in a row, all of a sudden people are going to care a lot more about how good you are at challenges.
Yeah, absolutely. She gets one there, and hopefully a little bit of
does that still count?
Fine, put it back. Put it back.
Oh.
So,
You almost got that one. You're almost there. You're almost there.
From her. That would be kind of cruel at this point.
Yeah, that would, especially that would get into her head so badly too.
Oh, for sure. Oh, now there is a 5-minute cap on each individual player, so there is a max of how far back you can set them.
Oh, there you go.
Lindsay,
She
go.
got it. And she gets that. So let's jump back over to the keyboard. Lindsay gets started over here.
Putting them together.
Uh-oh, it looks like Danielle is having just as much trouble.
Looked like it was gonna be in.
Liana was. So Lindsay, I'm not sure what she's accomplishing with the handout. I guess to catch the ball.
Yeah.
She was trying
Hey, it worked there.
Maybe she was trying to cup the win and make it work for her that way.
Again, I think she's overthinking it. I don't think you should be focusing on anything other than, like, how do I give myself the best chance to get this ball here. Like, you don't need to get it fast. You need to get it right.
Yeah, and you see she turned the camera.
Yeah, go, Jordan,
The
go.
pads can come into play, and I really think she
Jordan.
She needed there. So Jordan is going to get going here. Oh, nails the first one right away.
Yeah,
get some time back. Kibo appears to be behind again. We don't know the
way to
exact
make up
time.
time.
Let's see how Lindsay was doing.
Michael gets like it on the first try. I like that. I love
I
it.
know.
She flew through her end.
Yep.
Luck.
We're on to Michael.
And Michael's
now.
got one.
He looks like he's taking a more tempered approach, which is smart.
Yeah, you don't need to be the hero for your team here. You just can't be the GOAT. And I get that it's a team game at this point, but it's always an individual game. And
Doing good, Michael.
even if you end up going to Crossroads, you just need to do well enough that you don't give your team any reason to vote you out if that's
Nice, good job,
where you
man.
end up.
But if the second things start going wrong, you fly off the handle and you start losing it a bit. Now I can't trust you.
Let's go. Trent.
So
Go, Trent.
And
Nice, dude.
the sheer tribe looks to be flying through this. We're already on Trent here, so let's jump back over to Kibo and see how they are.
Trent just got his first one too.
So we are on.
Oh my goodness. Dang it.
So they're on JJ.
Yeah, so it looks like Jordan got through hers fairly quickly, but I would still suspect that Kibo needs to get it going here.
Yeah, I think even if they did start a little bit later, I can't imagine they started so much later that, it's going to make a difference unless, JJ can hit a couple and Robin can hit a couple pretty quick.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree. So he gets the one. He's really taking his time and setting the cans. I really think that's how you have the can set up.
Boom.
Good job.
Go ahead and turn them cans.
And it's such fine margins in so many of these that if you can get
There you
advantage, you're
go.
good. JJ does well there.
Ooh, they may have unlocked something here.
Robin.
Yeah,
Go,
too
Robin.
late.
Go, Robin.
There
you go.
It's going to depend a lot on what Trent does over on the other side. If he can do it reasonably quickly, I don't know that Kibo can come back here, but if he gives them a little opening, you never know.
Now, the players are also playing for...
Yes, there you go. There you go. You got it.
So one player from each party will receive a clue to the hidden compass. I don't know if the players have quite figured out yet that all of the advantages and all the rewards have been clues to the same location, the same compass location.
Yeah, go.
So it's interesting to see who figures out first.
Close this out. Canada Drive.
That compass.
There you go. There you go.
It's live for everybody.
Yep, and I think that once somebody gets two of them, that could be a point where they really figure out that it's all going to the same place.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're going to need to share the information. To be honest, it's going to come to a spot where a group shares that information, then they all kind of clue in. They're like, wait a minute, if we're all getting the same clues, maybe we can all claim this thing.
Oh my god.
Right, but then on the other hand, everyone knows you have it. You have to figure out, okay, we're using it together, but one person's got to hold it. There are a lot of tricky dynamics with that.
Absolutely. So, Sneha gets the first two relatively quickly here. She's taking a little time with the last one.
Yep, and this is still relevant for her, even though I don't think they can win because she could get that clue to your point earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, so close.
You got it. You got this.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
She did well.
All right, welcome back, explorers. We have the results. We said we were playing for exemption. It was for team exemption. The team with the fastest time will avoid Crossroads. The other party will see me at Crossroads in 30 minutes. We were also playing for reward. It was an individual reward. The players with the fastest times in each party will get an individual reward. Jordan, with a time of 32.61, has won the individual reward for Kibo. And Austin, with a time of 29.57, has won the reward. You were separated by 2 minutes as the teams. We had a time of 10:51.04 and a time of 12:50.17. Shira, congratulations. You have won the challenge. You will go back. You don't have to see me for once. Kibo, I will see you in 30 minutes.
Let's see what kind of game Kibo's got.
Okay, there you have it. Shira gets on the board with a huge exemption win there. A few standouts. I mean, a few people just kind of flew right through that challenge, didn't they, Anya?
Yeah, I thought that this party in general was really impressive in that challenge. We don't know the exact time, or at least I don't off the top of my head, but it seemed like they had a pretty convincing win there. And, Jordan, I think especially, just had a great performance.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Kibo did put on that late push. Their last three players flew through it, but unfortunately the first three were a little bit too slow there. But rewards were to be won, so one player from each party got another step ahead in the hunt for the hidden compass there, as we had Jordan on Kibo and Austin on the Shira tribe picking up those advantages. Those are starting to pile up, Daniel. We should have some players finding those relatively soon, don't you think?
I think we'll start seeing people have them soon, and honestly, they come into play even before people find them, because having that information is only good if you actually find it, which seems like an obvious statement, but it's actively bad to have that information if you don't find it, because all of a sudden you have this target on your back, people think you might have it, think they can't quite trust you if you're not telling them you have it. So if you get some of that information, you better find it.
Yeah, that's a great point, and I don't think many players, if any, have picked up on the point that that all the advantages and rewards have been clues to the compass, and they're adding up. So they're accumulating. We'll see when they figure that out, because that information alone is really going to ramp up things, I think. So looking forward to this strategy session. We've got Kibo hasn't been to Crossroads yet, so there hasn't been any kind of trust built. They spent a lot of time in their shelter. Only thing that really kind of stood out in this challenge was Jon Snow not having the supplies, being forced to sit out of that.
I'm assuming Jon Snow's name will be thrown out for that reason, which is never a good start to have, especially early in the game. People are trying to figure out who exactly they want to get out for any reason, and the thing is, though, that's really not a big deal. So I think as long as Jon Snow can be a little proactive and throw somebody else's name out there, I think he'll be fine. What he can't do is just be passive and hope somebody approaches him with a plan.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point. Who do you see kind of leading the way here? Who do you think's going to step up on Kibo?
So I think I like to look at this in a couple ways. I think the person who I'm really looking at right now is Jordan. She seems to be someone who might play a little bit more under the radar, but she did great in the challenge, which means I don't think people are going to be throwing her name out very much. So she has a lot more space to try to make a little bit of a move if she can, and I also think that might make people want to work with her a little bit more. So I wonder if she might try to pull some strings in the background and hide behind, say, a Jon Snow or an Arliana or something like that.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, she definitely looked good in that competition. She's been very likable to this point. Seems to be part of the main group here, but we're gonna have to see. I mean, you really don't know until you get put up, feet up against the fire and see kind of how everything breaks down. So players are already jumping into the rooms. Let's take a look and see how this all breaks down.
I practiced this challenge actually, and I thought I did decent. One person that I was like, wow, you're doing maybe a little too good was Austin, honestly. But we ended up coming up with the win, and I was like, all right, great. We're all safe. We can all just talk and strategize and talk about what the hell just happened in Crossroads.
Team, what's up?
Yay! Oh, I'm so happy.
Guys,
2 minutes.
We
did it.
All right.
2 minutes.
Joe, we did it.
We smoked them.
I'm so proud.
I got nervous.
We deserve that. We deserve
32 seconds. Then Austin came through at 29.
And you beat everybody.
I swear. Good job, Austin.
Hey,
Yeah.
you did not expect me to win this at all. So. I completely missed what did I get? Like an advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Advantage, yeah. Individual advantage.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking, depending on what it is, I'm down to share for the team. I'm not trying to get a target on my back. And I know we're already down in the numbers.
Yeah. Maybe like keeping it until rendezvous. Yes. This was nice. Okay. Feeling good.
Yeah. So I just got my clue, and I'm happy to share it with you guys because it's so vague. It's not really helpful at all. It just says the clue is online: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's literally what the clue is. So I'd rather us know about that moving forward. So if one of us does end up on a swap with low numbers, at least you guys or we can protect ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the clue is on Expedition Online's social media.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
See, I don't know. Is a clue an emoji, an icon? Is it an image? Does it say a clue? I just don't know.
Yeah.
To identify it.
And we are out in the woods here. I gotta go make a fire because the camp, they're cold, and they're probably thinking I'm over here looking for compasses and stuff, which I probably am. I'm gonna go look for some compasses here in a second.
Bummer, guys. Yeah, so. Damn, I feel like fast.
I feel like I took too long. Sorry, guys.
No, you're okay.
No, don't worry about it. It's 2 minutes. That's way too close.
Yeah.
We did lose the challenge. In my opinion, Danielle was one who slowed us down. She had a technique and it did not work for her. So because of her, we did lose a lot of time, unfortunately, and we were sent to Crossroads. So when we went back to camp after the challenge, honestly, I was ready to get rid of her because she did slow us down in the challenge, and you know.
Who do you think we should vote for?
I think we're gonna go Danielle.
Okay.
Do you feel okay with that?
For voting Danielle?
Yeah.
I just feel like, I don't know. What are the options really? Like, there's not really much, right?
I don't
remember
know.
Remember me and you and Trent and Danielle were going to stick together once we hit merge, right? So maybe we should keep that.
Yeah, the thing is that like right before that, right? I was in a group with Trent and Jordan and Austin, and he was pitching the same thing to us. So I don't know, like, if it's not Danielle, then like who would it be? I don't want it to be me. And I was in a room yesterday with Arliana and Jordan, and Danielle came up. And as soon as it came up, I was like, well, you know, how else are we going to make this decision other than, well, someone brought up a name, so I just agreed with it. You know what I mean?
Jon Snow doesn't really seem like a game player who sticks with his alliances. He just goes with whomever is going to keep him safe and protected. And you can't always trust a player like that. We may be able to use him as a number, but I don't know if we can trust him.
Well, I think Danielle will be more loyal to me and you, right?
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why, and I'm only telling you this. I know Danielle.
Really?
Yeah, so just keep that between you and me. No
Yeah,
one else.
oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
No one else is knowing that, but she'll be loyal to me and you. She thought she wanted to work with me and you and Trent, but me and you and her can work together and see how Trent's work. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I wasn't really telling anybody, but like, I don't really think we should lose Danielle right now. You know what I mean? Like, she will be loyal to us as a number.
Okay. So.
Right? Unless you want to vote, if you want to vote her out, man, we can vote her out. I mean, I just think that she's not going to go after me and you, right?
Right.
But I mean, like, I'm playing my own game, so like, if you guys really want to vote her out, I'll vote her out.
We found out that Danielle and John had played in a game together before. Danielle was really worried because John was telling everybody, and Danielle was just worried that people would think that they're automatically together. She was really trying to say, like, she'll do anything for us to believe her.
Do you guys have any thoughts? Honestly, I know JJ and I were talking, and we don't really know how to do this vote.
So it just sucks. Okay. Because to me, it's our first time. So it's just hard to figure it out, you know?
Yeah. And everybody's done well up until now. So it's really hard to figure out.
Yeah. You can't go based off, like, who's the weakest link because none of us are weak.
Right. So my one and only thing that I can even think of right now is just totally unbiased. Someone didn't have their things for the challenge tonight.
That's honestly what I was thinking too.
But I'm like, he's a totally cool guy. I have nothing against him. And if you guys are even thinking like, no, like, I'm great with whatever, but that's just the first thing that's popped in my head.
Honestly, that's the first thing that came into my head. It makes sense for him to go, but I feel bad doing it because he doesn't have material.
At this point, like, there's nothing to base off. There's nothing gameplay. There's nothing to base it off of right now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel, I mean, and it seems like that's what's kind of hurting our team. For one, we were down a player yesterday. We were down a player today. Like,
we would have, regardless, we would have to sit somebody out for the first challenge. So, like, him not having the material for the first challenge was fine. It's just the next challenge.
Did she just cut out?
Where did she go? She went to, the clue room.
Oh, okay.
I might be trying to get a clue for advantage.
I had a feeling everyone was going to go for Jon Snow. I get into a chat with Jordan, and she says Jon Snow right away.
I'm thinking I want to save this guy. I'm thinking like, I'm feeling pretty good about him at this point. I've been a little bit unsure of where our relationship was going to go with this game.
Danielle, okay, before anyone comes in, they're trying to vote you out. I had to tell Robin I knew you because I want to keep you, all right? So they're trying to vote you out, but I'm trying to stop it.
They're trying to tell me they're trying to vote you out.
What? Wow.
Yeah. So I said JJ the man because I was like, JJ the man
Wow.
is trustworthy.
Wow, that's crazy. No, see, they're trying to tell you that because they want to vote you out, right? But Robin told me, but I told Robin we knew each other and that you'd be a good number for us. I had to tell him because I didn't want you to go home. I had to tell Robin as a trust thing.
Oh my God.
I all of a sudden get paranoid because I start talking to Jon Snow, who tells me that everybody's saying my name. Do I believe him? Well, I don't want to believe him, but why would he say that?
Jon Snow just told me everyone wants to vote me out. I know Jon Snow, just so you know. I know Jon Snow. And he told Robin that we knew each other. So me and Jon Snow played a game previously together, and we ended up as haters. We did not get along, okay? So I've been wondering this whole time, like, is he going to try to screw me over or what? And he's telling me now everybody's trying to get rid of me, and he's trying to save me, and I don't know what the hell's true or not now.
I am trying to get rid of him.
I like to see JJ the man go personally because I'm not worried about Jon Snow at this point. But if he is throwing my name out there, now you and Robin definitely know that me and Jon Snow work together. So Robin's in with Jordan and Arliana now. So he probably told them. So now probably most everyone knows but JJ and whoever else there is.
Why did he tell them?
Well, I mean, the thing is like, I was like, you know what? To me, if it came out, it came out. If people went and looked at our past game, we ended up haters. Like, I haven't spoke to him since the last game. He completely blew up. Like, you can see it all online. It's all online.
If he's throwing your name out there right now, I definitely want him to go because I obviously don't want you to go. But I need to talk to Robin because he's the only one that I haven't talked. I've told Arliana, Jordan, and JJ that I think it should be Jon Snow. So I need to talk to Robin and see where his head's at because I don't want you to go.
I thought Jon Snow would be the easiest vote just because he didn't have any material and he wasn't prepared for the challenges.
Okay, hang on. Both your cameras are off. Oh, there she is.
Oh, mine's off. My bad.
Hey guys.
Okay, what's going on?
I gotta make this happen somehow. So
I heard two things already.
Hey, Robin?
Hang on.
Oh.
I know, because I ended up talking. Oh, you left. You got booted.
Oh yeah, it's only supposed to be 3. Yeah.
Okay.
So
What are you guys hearing?
I've heard 2 names so far.
Okay.
I've heard Jon Snow.
Okay.
And I've only heard Jon Snow because he doesn't have material for the next challenge. And so we'd be down another player. So I heard him, and then I heard JJ because someone doesn't trust him.
I have only heard Jon Snow so far. Same reasoning. And, I said from a complete unbiased point of view, at any time, this is the very beginning of the game. There's nothing really to base it on right now, Mm-hmm. And my thing is, I know he doesn't have his materials, and I feel bad, but that's why they brought it up. And I agree, but I'm also very open to what we're going to talk about or what we think too, Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think yesterday we were bringing up Danielle, but if everybody else is bringing up other names, I don't see a reason. What I really want for the first vote, in a perfect world, is that we can make it as close to unanimous as possible.
I think so too.
I don't see any reason on the first vote to make it super hard. I think we should try and not I don't want to do all this it shouldn't be complicated on the first vote. You know what I mean? Pick a person and go with it. Right?
So us 3, if we're gonna start talking to other people for the next little bit.
Yeah.
What are we thinking here?
Well, if it's between JJ and John, right?
But I can tell y'all who wanted JJ. I brought up John, and because I was telling Danielle that some people wanted John, and she was like, well, me and John are an alliance. That's what she told me.
Okay.
So she told you right away?
Yeah. Okay. She said that me and John are in an alliance. So I was thinking maybe JJ because I don't really trust JJ. And so I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, well, I don't know if you want to go talk it over with some other people and see if we can make that happen. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go see if we can like make that happen.
Okay.
So if we were to go John, she doesn't need to know because she might tell him.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know where y'all want to go.
Some people wanted John, some people wanted Danielle, but I wanted JJ because I wanted to keep the option of working with John and Danielle open. My instinct, honestly, is to do JJ. And I'll tell you why. Just because if John and Danielle are two, right? JJ, he's alone, right?
Yeah.
So if we get rid of JJ, then assuming we stay together, the five of us, like no matter what happens, no matter what BS comes up, and no matter what conversations are had, we, the three of us, decide which two of them go home.
Exactly.
Right?
Okay, I got you. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
So I don't see a risk in like just getting rid of JJ now, and then it's like, hey, happy tribe, everyone's like together. Because here's the thing, like if JJ and John if Danielle and John are working together, then like let's just make them feel like they're a part of the five. They have no idea that we're a three, right?
Yeah. I don't think nobody suspects anything. Honestly.
I don't think so either. One of the reasons why we should
One other thing though is John's not going to be able to do the next two challenges.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to do the paper plate one, right?
Yes. So I'm all for, if we agree with JJ, I'm all for it. I'm just trying to think, how is that going to affect us in the next two challenges? I felt like I was in a good place. I was in the majority. It was me, Robin, Sneha, and Jordan. So the four of us seemed to be pretty tight as you can be at the very beginning. Well, we had to vote out someone when we lost our challenge.
Okay, so I left you. I was going to come back, but then John started like talking my ear off.
So a lot of people's wanting him, but he's wanting like Danielle had said something last night about me, you, him, and me, you, John, and her and Danielle team, like doing a 4-person thing.
Can I be honest with you?
What's up?
I think too many people want John.
I know.
And like I don't think it's worth it like early in the game to go and like do all this like crap. So like
that's what I was thinking. I really didn't know what to tell him, but he's really the only one. He's the only person that's given anybody a reason to get voted because no one's done nothing yet. So like we've all done good. Like we're not used to this on the Crossroads yet.
Yeah, like I think at this point, because it's so early, everyone's just like looking for a reason to get rid of someone, and like the fact that he doesn't have his materials is right. Well, you know, like what? Do you know what I mean? So like, I think that like so many people are gung ho about John that I think we're just gonna do John and like that's it.
That's
right?
fine.
If he talks to me, I'm just gonna be like, listen, I have no idea what's going on. Like I'm trying to get answers from people, but I'm not sure. Okay.
Your boy here is just charming everybody.
Okay, so here's the plan.
Okay.
It's JJ.
Okay.
Okay. I told him, and this is like another like between me and you kind of thing.
Yep.
Other than him, the other name that I heard was your name.
Okay, and I heard that too from Danielle. That was my name, right? So
okay, so here's the deal. JJ is like convinced that we're all voting you.
Okay.
But we're not. We're all voting JJ.
Okay.
So he's gonna like go there. We're all gonna like at Crossroads like act like everything is kumbaya and everyone's on the same page and whatever. He's gonna think that same page is you, but same page is actually him.
John kind of shady. I don't know if y'all know that, but he kind of shady.
All right. Do you know who's gonna be?
Know what?
So I've heard people are saying JJ.
JJ? All right, I'm with you if you want to do that.
That's what I've heard. I mean, I think majority of the group is doing JJ. So I don't know if you want to do that.
Well, I just don't want to go home myself, so I'm down with whatever
I got you.
the majority wants to do, right?
Exactly.
But I did hear my name, so I'm a little bit worried. People did tell me that they were trying to vote me out, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. Yeah, I guess. Well, I heard it was you guys were talking about it, the girls, and I just heard that, so I'm hoping you don't want to vote me out. I'm hoping that might, because that's what I just heard. Yeah.
No, like you weren't even on my radar. Like,
maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was the other two. Maybe it was Arliana or somebody. Maybe it wasn't you. So if it wasn't, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I got it confused. Maybe if it wasn't you, but someone was saying my name, and I was a little bit worried.
No,
But
like you.
I never said your name.
Yeah, I got you. No, you weren't even on my radar at all. Like honestly. Oh my God. And something that also scares me is there's a lot of Canadians. I know that you're a Canadian. There's a lot of Canadians.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm playing my own game, really. Like I'm not really trying to. If I connect with the person, then I'll work with them, right? Like,
yeah,
I play a lot of these games anyway, so like it doesn't matter where you're from. People are snakes, no matter what. So if you can find someone that you can roll with, and it's good to have, right?
Welcome to Crossroads, Kibo. This is your first Crossroads. You won the first 2 challenges. You still lost a player. We are going to be voting somebody out of the game tonight. So let's talk about this. What were your feelings when you were the winner of the first challenge and ended up 1 player down? Arliana.
Okay. I mean, we were bummed to be a player down. And so right away, I think we were really hoping, like, with that, us winning 2 in a row, but then to hear like someone wasn't voted out. I know we were all kind of bummed because it's like, hey, we won.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty proud of the fact that we won the 2 in a row. So yeah.
Danielle,
definitely.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Sneha, go ahead.
I was definitely nervous when you guys said that you didn't vote out anybody from the Shira tribe after the first Crossroads, because I thought if we had lost the second one, we'd be down 2 players. Like the second challenge, we'd be down 2 players. So thankfully, we won the second challenge and didn't have to worry about that one. So
did you all did collectively? Did you feel extra pressure yesterday on that second challenge?
Yeah,
definitely,
absolutely.
I felt like I was useless because I got eliminated right there. Like half of us did.
Who doesn't have carrots? Who doesn't have carrots? Raise your hand.
I don't eat anything healthy.
And if I would have known we could have got the mixed vegetables, I would have at least looked. But I didn't know.
Oh, and who had the false start? Anybody with false starts? Yeah,
it's funny. It's funny because Robin, before we started, was like, "You guys, for my Zoom classes, we do this, and unless we say go, the students go, they get eliminated." And so Robin goes and does a false start.
I told everybody, I said, I do scavenger hunts with my students all the time, and I have a rule. They have to wait till I say go, and if they don't wait till I say go, they get eliminated. So I don't know if Docs is going to do that, but like if he does, make sure you wait till he says go. And then this dummy, the one that like made the speech, is the one that went get the house plant, which was literally like it's a meter away from me right now. I could reach over with my hand and grab it. I didn't have to leave early, but I did because I had a brain fart. But luckily, like other people on the team picked me up.
I mean, just to touch on that real quick, are you like excited for when that episode posts and your students watch it?
I'm not excited at all. I was like, I don't get embarrassed very easily, but I felt so embarrassed inside because I knew that everyone on the party was like, oh, look at this knucklehead. Like, he pulled it away and he couldn't even wait.
So, talking about the challenge yesterday, Arliana, you did win the challenge, which allowed you to make a choice. You abducted Michael from the other party. Why did you choose Michael?
There is really no rhyme or reason. I was looking at the faces and I'm like, he looks good right now. Let's just grab Michael. So that's basically what it was.
Jordan, at the challenge tonight, I shut down the conversation, the tea party. Did Michael spill any tea last night?
Oh yeah, definitely. He spilled a lot of tea for us. It was nice to. I kind of feel bad for them because they wanted to vote her out, and instead of her leaving the game, she actually got an advantage.
A clue to an advantage.
A clue to an advantage, yeah.
What else did Michael tell you? JJ,
What's up?
What'd you hear?
I heard that basically what he just said. You know, he just kind of told us what goes on in Crossroads and stuff, and I tried pulling information out of him, but it's hard to do that. So.
Yeah, Michael didn't want to give up much information.
Reaming him, I was like, dude, what is it? And he's just sitting there like with his grin on his face. It's like, you know, probably only telling us half the truth, you know.
You guys all stay in the same room, or did anybody have any one-on-one time with him?
I didn't get any one-on-one time with him.
I got a one-on-one time with him.
You did?
So there you go.
Yeah. I did,
all right,
yeah.
John, how did that go?
It was all right, man. It seemed like, honestly, having him over here could have been bad as well, because he's probably trying to get as much information from us as well, right? You know, take back to his party, right? So he was just kind of chilled out. He wasn't talking much. He seems strategic. He seems smart, quiet, like he knows what he's doing, maybe.
A lot of people nodded heads. Robin, do you feel like anybody gave up some information to Michael yesterday?
I would be pretty surprised to find out that anyone gave up any party secrets, and to be honest, when he came over, we had 1-2 challenges already. We hadn't been to Crossroads yet, so I don't think any of us felt like this intense need to strategize or anything like that.
Yeah.
We definitely had some conversations away from camp, but I don't even know that there was that much tea for any of us to spill to him. So I don't know what he would have gotten from us that would be advantageous to him.
No, so if I'm hearing this correctly, it sounds like you guys have just been chilling for the last couple rounds.
I mean, that's how
basically.
Yeah, so Sneha, tell me about the difference between the last 30 minutes in the game and the rest of the time in the game.
Well, yesterday I think it didn't take us until the last half hour of the entire evening to even break out into separate rooms. And then today, after we lost the challenge, immediately everybody started going to separate rooms and started jumping back and forth. So there's definitely a different dynamic today than there was yesterday.
Liana, is it a faster pace?
You mean today versus yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think much faster. Yesterday there was this sitting time, and today it's we're trying to figure things out kind of thing. So yeah, much
figure
faster.
things out?
Figure things out. I mean, we're at the crossroads, so we got to figure things out.
No, I'm asking, did you figure things out?
I hope we figured things out. You like to think you figured things out, but with everyone talking in small groups, you don't know, you know?
Is anybody feeling nervous right now?
I feel like we all should be.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not nervous, you're too comfortable in this game.
Exactly.
The first time at Crossroads always worse, because you really, you know.
Docs, I don't feel nervous.
You don't feel nervous?
No. I think we have a plan. I think people know the plan, and I think that it's going to be maybe not an easy vote, but I think it's going to go the way that we all know that it should go, except for one person.
Just one person. So are you telling me that I'm only going to see 2 names tonight?
I predict, and maybe I'll look like an idiot just like yesterday with the houseplant, but I predict a 6-1 vote.
A 6-1 vote. Wow.
Yep.
Does that make anybody else nervous to hear that? Okay, Jon Snow. You're on. Why are you feeling nervous?
I don't know. Nominations and evictions always make me nervous, man. They always do, especially if I'm on the chopping block. If I don't have immunity or if I don't have exemption, hey, I'm worried.
Okay. So it's not specifically what Robin said. It's just that it's just that you're here.
Yeah, I'm here. And it's there's a possibility that I could be voted out tonight. It's a possibility.
Jordan, do you feel like first of all, do you feel like you got the chance to talk to everybody you needed to talk to?
I didn't get the chance to talk to everybody that I needed to talk to, but I feel like I got a good amount of time just to talk to a couple of people to figure out what was going on, what we're gonna do, stuff like that.
Anybody here feel like they didn't get a chance to talk to as many people as they wanted to? Not enough time?
I feel like I wanted to talk to a couple people a little bit more, but I didn't get the chance to.
So, JJ, how do you trust people in this game? If you don't have the chance to talk to every single person, how do you establish trust? Especially for the first vote. Especially for the first vote.
You just got to go with your gut. You know, I just pick people out that I feel I'm like, even in like person, I'm a person that can like be next to somebody and I can like read who they are in like 10 minutes. So I could like, if I was to meet like anybody in person, I could tell you within 10 minutes if I would like them or not, or be able to trust them.
Okay, so what's your read on every single person here?
Everybody's nice. I can, like, it's my party, like, you know what I mean? We've all been beasts in this game so far, so.
What are you guys basing your vote on? Does anybody want to volunteer that? What are you basing your vote on?
I personally think that
just a strategic move, really, in my opinion.
I would say that it's important, like, going forward, assuming that we're not going to get split up, although I feel like maybe that could come sooner rather than later. But if we're going to stick together, I think it's important to kind of, like, move forward all on the same page. Like, I don't see a reason for this first vote to, like, rock the boat too much. So I'm basing my vote on just what we came up with back at camp.
Sneha, you look like you agree. Jon Snow, you look like you agree. I saw Sneha agree first. Would you agree with what Robin said?
Yeah, I mean, we came up with a plan, and I'm sticking to that plan. And I don't think that there should be. I don't think there should be any hiccups tonight. So I don't know. It should go smooth.
Jon Snow, you nodded your head, so you agree with that for basis for your vote?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm voting for the future. My vote is for the future.
Jordan?
I like that answer, John.
Okay, Jordan. Danielle?
Yeah, my vote's for the future too, yeah.
Arliana?
I'm like super nervous, so like,
No,
I have no idea what's happening.
No, I'm totally agreeing with what like Robin said. I feel like we need to move forward as a unified tribe, and to me, to, like, rock the boat right now. But yes, no, I'm just agreeing, like, whatever's gonna make us be the most unified party moving forward, that's what we need to do. And to me, there's no reason to rock the boat right now if we feel like we can still stay together as a tribe, rather than trying to have a whole bunch of names out there kind of thing. Party!
Yeah, I don't want to lose the message for the wording, but which I may have disrupted you, but I appreciate that. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to add? Anybody want to make a last second pitch before we vote?
Please keep me in the game.
I second that one. Keep me too, guys.
Use me as a vote.
Oh, you know, I'm gonna go back to this, even though I shouldn't. You guys all said that you were looking to vote for Future, but he's not in the game, so.
Oh my goodness! I like that, dog.
Do it. All right. So with that horrible joke, it is time to vote. The votes are in. Before I read the votes, if you have a hidden advantage that you would like to play, now is the time to do so. Okay, I will read the votes. Our first vote is for JJ. Our second vote is for Jon Snow. Our third vote is for JJ. Our fourth vote is for JJ. Our fifth vote is for JJ. JJ, that's enough. Your expedition has come to an end. Is there anything you'd like to say to the party?
Nope, I'm good.
Felt like JJ was a little salty because he didn't even say bye. And I was like, ooh, not JJ not want to say bye, but oh well.
All right, there you have it. Kibo pulls off a big blindside as JJ really didn't seem to see that coming. Daniel, what do you think led to JJ's demise here?
So I think we're starting to see how the different factions and alliances are breaking out here. The people we really saw take control there were Robin and Jordan. Robin kind of being the face of this move, but I actually think it was Jordan's move more so than anybody else's. And so we see Arliana, Jordan, Sneha, and Robin all seem to be relatively close. I think Danielle and Jon Snow had played together, and the idea was that they're a duo, and depending on if there's a swap or something, which Robin mentioned, he didn't want to piss one of them off by voting off the other two, and that sort of just left JJ on the outside. And I don't think JJ did a ton actively wrong, but he also really sat back and was pretty passive about it, so he just wasn't able to sniff out what was coming.
Yeah, very interesting. I mean, I heard a little bit on day 0 about the history between Danielle and Jon Snow, and it sounds like a rocky pass, so it's going to be really interesting to see how that progresses. The information now that they played together seems to be circulating a little bit, so we will look for that. But Jon Snow manages to avoid being voted out, only catches the 1 vote tonight. JJ, unfortunately, had to drop out, which is a shame. I mean, it looked like he was going to be a fun character, but he never, he didn't really seem to have the strategy portion kind of going for him, and fell a little bit behind socially as he was not really finding himself in the right rooms, it seemed.
Yeah, it's really tempting to, at the beginning, say, I'm just not going to make waves. I don't want to get my name thrown out there. But there's a point when you become just a little too passive, and I think that's what happened to him today.
Yeah, absolutely. So, shame to see him go. So, with that, we are down to 12 players remaining. We're going to take it into round 4, where fireworks will proceed. So, I hope the players aren't getting too comfortable, because I think things are about to shake up a little. So, look forward to that. For Daniel Fleshner, I was Jonathan Dykes. This was Expedition Online Round 3.
Okay, here is my vote. I'm voting for JJ simply because he seems to be the lone wolf, and I want us to just be a unified tribe right now.
Okay, I am voting to get rid of JJ the man. I really hope it's not me tonight.
So, unfortunately, get rid of somebody today. I know it's not going to be me. Hopefully it's not me, but I'm sorry. My vote's for JJ the man.
Yeah, sorry, John, man. Nothing personal, just clearly strategic. Hope to see you on the outside, buddy.
Okay, so my vote is to evict JJ because I'm pretty sure it's either me or him. So, sorry, JJ.
Okay, some people wanted Danielle and some people wanted John, but I wanted to keep all of my options open, so I pitched JJ. I'm going to vote for JJ, and I think that the result of this vote will show me what kind of influence I have on the rest of my party.
I'm voting for JJ tonight. There's no need to rock the boat tonight, so I'm hoping everybody sticks to the plan and we get JJ out.